Even if you're brand new to Wicca and you've only read a book or you've only just seen a couple of things here and there, you're probably aware that Wiccans love to work in circles, and circles are pretty important to us. And there is a reason for that. And in this video, I want to go into what that reason is. But before I do, hi, I'm Sandra from MysteryWitchSchool.com. If you're new to the channel and you want to learn Wicca or witchcraft, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. And if you're hearing a whirring noise in the background, that is just my fan, because there's no way I could do these videos this time of year without a fan. Circles are important to us because they mimic nature. They are a symbol of nature. Nature's seasons, for example, have like a circular pattern. So we have the wheel of the year in Wicca, which is our 8 Sabbats. And the 4 lesser Sabbats are the cycles of the equinoxes and the solstices. So you'll start with winter, go through spring, summer, autumn, and then back to winter again. So this is a cycle of nature. So circles are a symbol of nature and the various different cycles of nature. Even spirals have that circular form to them, and just about everything in nature contains that spiraling pattern. So we've got, again, that circular pattern coming through in nature. So it's one of the main reasons we connect so much with circles, is that connection with nature and the way that nature works in that cyclical fashion, because circles are also associated with what is in a cyclical pattern, because it just goes round and round and round and round and round. Circles are a symbol of completion in a lot of places as well, because a circle is complete being in and of itself. You can't determine where it begins or where it ends. So it's complete as in its wholeness. It's a symbol of wholeness and completion, not meaning beginning and an end as in completion, but just complete in and of itself. It's also a symbol of perfection, again, because you don't know where it begins, you don't know where it ends, and it just seems to move perfectly. When we move our limbs around our body, say if I put my arm up here and then I move it down, I'm moving it in a circular fashion. So you can even play with that. If you're moving even your legs from being straight in front of you down to standing, you'll find that it actually goes into an arcing pattern. And if you did have the ability to actually rotate completely in a circle, you would be able to do that with your body. So that's, again, how circles are part of nature. They also symbolize that continuity, because there is no beginning or no end with a circle. So it's the continuity of life, that life continues. It may change along the way, but it continues along the way. We Wiccans, most of us, believe in reincarnation, so we believe in that continuity of life, so that life isn't just about physical life, that life exists beyond the physical mundane world, that consciousness is life. So there's that continuity of life. It may change form, but it's still going. Energy, for example, doesn't die, it doesn't get destroyed, it just continues. So again, that's another association with circles, and why we use that circular image for energy work, because energy moves in a vortex. Particularly if you're doing any deliberate energy work, you'll find that it is very much like a vortex working with that energy, that there's oscillations of energy. When they have done studies on people who have Reiki attunements, and they have used equipment to measure the oscillations of the energy coming out of the palm of the hand. Oscillations, again, that circular kind of pattern of energy. So we've got the circle coming back to us once again. When we're in a circle, a Wiccan circle, particularly in a group of people, because there's more energy being generated, we'll move around the circle or dance around the circle. And that dancing generates energy, which generates a vortex of energy. So it's really important when we're in groups that we work with circles, because we can really generate a lot of energy as a group. As a single person, if you're doing circle work, you can dance around a small circle, even just dancing around your own kinesphere. You can generate a lot of energy because you're generating that circular energy, that vortex of energy. And it's a great way to do really good spell work to generate that vortex of energy. Try not to get too dizzy, but if you can overcome the dizziness, then it's a really great way of building that energy to be able to send off to the universe, to be able to do whatever it is that you're doing your spell work for. Now I'm just trying to think of anything else that could be associated with circles. There's perfection. Perfection is associated with circles. There's no flaws. There's no flaws in nature. We humans may think there are. We humans may think that something is a flaw because it's not to our taste or to our sentiment, but there are no flaws in nature. Nature is perfect. Everything in nature is aligned. Everything in nature is there because it needs to be there. Nature's created everything that needs to be there. Nothing exists in nature that isn't necessary to the existence of nature. And if it's no longer necessary, then it no longer exists. And nature has been like that since forever. So there's this perfection going on there with the circle and also with nature. Now with circles, you can do a big Wiccan circle, and I'm not going to go into how you do that on this video. I teach how to construct various circles in the Mystery Witch School 101 course, and also a energy circle in my 5-day daily practice course as well. You can have a big circle where you draw a circle around you, you call in the elements, and you have a protective, a sacred space. I've done another video about, I think I've done another video about circles as well, so I'm not quite sure if I have or if it's just in my imagination, or maybe I did it on Facebook, I can't remember. It's not always practical to set up a circle, calling in the elements and doing something like that. They're great to do, particularly if you have the time, particularly if you're celebrating a Sabbath or a lunar rite. But if you're wanting to do a daily practice, you can do a vortex of energy around you, which is a circle of light. It's a vortex of energy. And you can do that really, really easily. You can even set up a vortex of energy around yourself when you're driving, if you're able to concentrate and drive at the same time. So it's always about safety. But once you get used to being able to set up energy, by doing it every day as part of a daily practice, you can set up circles around yourself all of the time. It's not something necessarily that's only done a particular way. There's different ways of setting up a circle. So you can work with a circle of light around yourself by calling in the different directions or seeing that light coming out from you and spreading into the various directions, including above and below. And you can also set up more Wiccan circles with the elements. You can use pentagrams for the quarters. Some people don't. Some people use symbols of the elements themselves. There's various different ways that you can construct a traditional Wiccan circle, but you can also use an energy circle as well on a daily basis. Or if you're just out and about and you're wanting that extra energy of a circle around you, and without going to the trouble of having to call in the elements in the more traditional way. So circles are so intrinsic to nature, and once you get the hang of how a circle feels and how circles work, you can call them up pretty much at any time because they become a part of you. So they're very important. We use them for protection. We use them to clear space, to consecrate space, and just to create a sacred space. I mean, first and foremost, setting up a circle is about creating sacred space. So it's making a space sacred. It's protection as well, but in most cases, you don't need a lot of protection. It's really about creating sacred space. Protection's good too, yes, but it's about creating sacred space, and the energy of a circle can help you really connect with nature because it in itself is a natural thing and creates that psychological connection with what you're doing as well. It takes you out of the mundane, worldly way of thinking, which is generally quite hectic and stressful at times, and puts you in a nice calm space where you can focus on who you really are and what you're really doing here, and connect to the earth and the energies of the planet wherever you are, and also to the gods and goddesses as well. So circles are really important to our practice, and we use them every day. I use them every day. So yeah, definitely use them every day. And if you want to learn how to do a really simple Wiccan circle, do have a look at the Ultimate Guide to Starting a Wiccan Practice That Works. It is a 5-day mini course that just shows you how you can actually set up a daily practice that you can add to and change as you progress along your path. And of course, if you're wanting to get more serious about studying Wicca and you are a beginner and you are struggling trying to figure it all out by yourself, you can also have a look at the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy. That Academy course includes the 5-day course within it, so you don't need to purchase it separately if you're going to take the Academy course, because the daily practice is something that we build on as we progress through the Academy course. I'll put the links to both of those in the description field below this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. Blessed be.